2 weeks into university. That's a bit scary. Freshers week is technically over now, which means it's time to get properly serious about this course. Yeah, I've been here for 2 weeks, but my room looks really bare in this shot. I promise you, I have spent some time trying to make my room look nice. As you can see, one of my new friends donated a Isle of Dogs poster, which is slightly out of frame. You can actually see it there. And also, I spent today putting up, oh look, hello, that's a bit of Inception. I spent today putting up these lovely photographs. Yeah, okay, yeah, the pinboard's a bit bare at the moment, but that's a work in progress. Doctor Who poster, of course. And we got my TV and some speaker and some Lego cards. Sainsbury's is giving away Lego cards. I'm not gonna say no to that. Anyway, that's basically just to show you that my room isn't just boring. How's Freshers Week been, Ben? What have you been up to? Have you been drinking much? Have you got drunk? Have you made new friends? How are people on your course? All of those things. Sure. What? Yeah, the course is great. I mean, what I was most looking forward to was meeting like-minded people who are also interested in film, and guess what? I have met those people and it's great. I'm loving it. It's so good to be around people who are just passionate about the same stuff you are. And something else which is really nice is that I'm a really big Doctor Who fan, which I did say in my last video. I've never really been in a proper situation where I've been surrounded on a regular basis by other people who are also really, I was going to say interested, but obsessed in the show as much as me. Turns out a lot of people on my course also really love the show, which I played Mario Kart, may have been under the, who knows. I won the tournament. I won a Mario Kart tournament in Freshers Week. Beat that. Anyway, to strip things back a bit, what did I do when I first moved in? Okay, so basically, my dad and I drove up from Sussex. The car was jam-packed, because basically my sister's moved place as well. And so we had her stuff, and my stuff, and my dad's stuff. And anyway, we drove up to Central. It was all fine until we got into, like, Greater London. And then the traffic started. Yee! But yeah, that was all fine. It was a pretty smooth journey. Managed to get the stuff out at my sister's, managed to get the stuff out at mine, moved my stuff in, and then had a cup of tea. And after that, we said our goodbyes, and oh boy, Ben was released into the real world. I just spent like 2 hours just unpacking and sorting my room out and trying to make it look homely, even though at that point it didn't really look very homely. But anyway, I unpacked my stuff and then I was like, right, there is a Freshers event happening at the Undercroft Bar on Harrow campus. I'm at University of Westminster, by the way. I don't think I actually stated that. Now you know. I was like, right, I'm gonna go to this Freshers event and meet people. But that's scary. That's really scary. I'm not even kidding. I think I spent like 45 minutes just sitting on my bed on my phone like I was ready to go, but I was just scared of leaving my room. However, once I did that and stepped outside my room, everything was great. Well, at least until I found the bar itself. Yeah, University of Westminster Harrow campus. You could be a bit nice for your freshers and actually give them some arrows to where the bar is. I had to go on frickin' like Foursquare was the only place I could find like a GPS location and load it up on Google Maps. I had no idea. I did manage to find it. It's like up, this doesn't really make any sense if you don't know the geography of my room, but it's up past the Forum for those of you who are about to go to University of Westminster if you're watching this. Or if you're at Westminster and you don't know where the Undercroft Bar is, where have you been? So I went to that, I got myself a drink, and I literally just like entered a little social circle that was happening and was like, hey, I'm Ben, I'm doing film, what are you doing? Nice to meet you. That was my, I need to stop this. That was my introduction for like everything. Fresh as flu. But yeah, no, it was great. I met some really nice people that night. I met a hacker, I met a journalist, I met a hacker. Honestly, it was nice. Everyone was in the same boat and we just got to know each other. And those people, although they weren't on my course, when I see them around, we still, you know, have a little bit of a chit chat. We have a little bit of a chit chat. On that night, I actually met three other people on my film course. So that was really nice. We were able to talk about what kind of films we're interested in, what we're looking forward to about the course. That was great. And it also meant on the following day, Tom, who I basically spent the whole of that first night really talking to with, we had nothing to do on the Sundays, so we were like, hey, wanna go to Central? Yeah, sure, alright, let's go. That's meant to be the tube. We went into Central, and that was really cool. We just got off at some random stop and headed in the basic direction of Covent Garden. On the way, we stopped off at the Westminster other campuses, and we went into the reception of one of the campuses, and there was this girl, like, having a bit of a go at the receptionist, so then we slowly backed away and we're like, nah, we'll come back another time. We continued on our journey to Covent Garden area, went into Forbidden Planet, and then went down a bit further through the streets of Covent Garden, where we discovered these very loud motorists. So we had a great day out in London, is basically what that was all meant to say. On the Monday, we had our enrollment, a lot of spiel about what our course would consist. And then that evening, we had Messy Mondays. And oh boy, our Mondays messy. So that was another great night. So getting past all that Freshers Week stuff, other things that I've been up to is that I've been to 2 film screenings. Okay, technically 1 film screening, but I'm gonna say 2 film screenings. So basically, our university gets offers for screenings and things, and as students we get emailed them and we have to reply, and that's kind of like first come first served basis. Me and my 2 friends, Tom and Charlotte, managed to get places at a screening of a film called Terminal starring Margot Robbie. It actually came out earlier in the year, but the British Society of Cinematographers were doing a screening and a Q&A with the cinematographer and the production designer, so we went to that and that was a cool experience. The film was an interesting one. Afterwards, the cinematographer told us how it was quite a rushed production and that it took a while to get it off the ground, and then when it did get off the ground they only had like a month to shoot it and they had a really low budget. And without kind of saying anything, you can tell in the film, but the cinematography itself is something that is very interesting. Everything is lit in a very unique neon-y way, which from an aspiring cinematographer's point of view was cool to see and great to hear from the cinematographer straight after seeing that film. And then the next day, the Film Society at Westminster had a screening for Cinema Paradiso, which is a lovely film. It kind of starts off in a certain way and then like goes a completely different way to what you're expecting, which you could say is a positive to the film, but the way that it turned to, I'm just gonna say it goes into kind of like a romantic film, and I don't know, I just don't really feel like it did anything new, but maybe that's because I've seen a lot of films that have come after that film and at the time it was something new, but now I've seen all the copies of it. It's kind of that scenario, which is a shame because that happens a lot, but I can appreciate the film still, and it is a great film, and it's a lovely film. Talking about the Film Society, last week we had our Freshers Fair. Sign up for things, yeah, get free stuff, free pizza, voucher codes. Not only did I get this purple water bottle, but I also was lucky enough to get a HSBC branded bottle, which I thought was pretty funky. And also, something which I thought was a bit weird and a bit cool, some HSBC branded gummy bears. What is that about? Anyway, I've saved them for this video because I thought, hey, these would be cool to try on camera. They just kind of look like normal gummy bears. They're, hate to say it, but they're quite moist. Okay. Interesting. 7 bears out of 10. To conclude, the last 2 weeks have been really busy. Just finished my first week of like proper lectures. I'm really enjoying it all and I'm very excited to progress through the course and learn more about the people who I am studying with. Thank you very much for watching. If you just started university, I hope you're having a great time. Don't forget to push yourself out there. It's worth how horrible it may feel at first. Adios. Everyone's like really intense and then it goes to Charlotte and she's just like... You still sick?
Yes.
Get away from
I
me.
bought all that OJ for what?
How much did you buy?
A litre?
A litre?
Yeah.
Did you drink a whole litre?
What even is educate me? What's OJ?
Orange
Orange
juice.
juice.
What planet are you?
Why are you guys freaking out about orange
What planet is
juice?
this Oman on?
Vitamin C.
Oh man.
We aren't talking about OJ Simpson, are we?
Do you choose this music like normally when you speedrun? Yeah. To be honest, like you do, you get Mario speedruns with this kind of music.
Super Mario Secrets.